class, here is Miss Vaseline on day 10 and your review for your ELA packet. As always, I'm going to start with your assignments reviews, and we're going to review the describing characters. We're going to read Cowtails, the second one, King of the Trail, and we're going to answer questions that go with the story and respond to the writing prompt in your reading journal. So let's start with reviewing the describing characters. Remember, characters in the story can tell us a lot about the story, so we want to look at what the characters say, do, and feel. And now we're going to read Cowtails, King of the Trail, the second Cowtails book in your packet. Claire's hard feet slid on the rocks. She is so tired. She and the other cows have walked on the trail for weeks. They still have many, many miles to go. No, Claire says. She sits. A large bull stops. He is the leader of the cows. They call him the king. A small dog named Lady stops next to the king. Her job is to keep the cows moving. Why do we stop? The dog asks. The king says, this cow stopped. That's Claire, said Lady. She does not listen. She does what she wants. She should start moving. The king stands next to Claire. He looks into her eyes. You must move now. No, Claire says. This trail is too long. The rocks hurt my feet. Just then, a map blows in the wind. Claire looks at the map. She points to the end of the trail. Is that a field? She asks. Yes, it is a field with sweet, soft grass, the king says. Claire thinks about the field. It would be nice to walk on that soft grass. The king says more. I have changed my mind, Claire. Don't get up, he says. Why not? Claire asks. She seems mad. Why not? Lady asks. She seems unhappy. We need to keep going. You should stay, Claire, says the king. Then I can have your grass and mine. Please sit longer. No, Claire says. She gets up. My feet are rested now. The king smiles. Lady smiles. The cows keep going on their long trip. So now that I have reviewed the describing characters, I'm going to put a check there. And now that I have just read Cowtails, King of the Trail, I'm going to put a check there. So our next assignment is to answer the question that go with the story. Here's question 1. Now remember, as in the previous videos, I'm going to model question 1 and then only read the questions for the rest of the questions. So it says, who is Claire? A person, a horse, or a cow? Well, we know she wasn't a person because none of the people talked. Probably wasn't a horse because none of the horse referred to anything. And we're going to say a cow, but let's go look into the text to see where I can support that answer. Let's see. Ooh, I see the sentence, she and the other cows have walked on the trail for weeks. Ooh, that tells me that that is cow, C. So I'm going to go to the next question. Question 2. Think about the text. Which picture shows the leader of the cows? Question 3. What does Lady say about Claire? Question 4 is also referring to the same page, so I'm going to read that question on this page. What does the king want Claire to do? Complete the sentence. The king wants Claire to... Question 5. Why does Claire like the field? Question 6. What does the king tell Claire to do now? Question 7. Why does the king smile? Question 8 is also referring to the same page. So I'm going to stay on this page. Look at what happens in the beginning and middle of the story. What happens at the end? Choose the picture. So now that I have answered the questions that go with the story, I'm going to put a check there. And now I'm going to move on to respond to the writing prompt in your reading journal. So today's reading journal says, you just read Cowtails, King of the Trail. Why is King a trickster? What did he say to Claire that tricked her? So think of 1 or 2 things that he said to trick Claire. And we already have a prompt to help you off. King is a strict trickster because, and then think of some information in the text that might support that. Also think of some details as why you think that too. And now because you have responded to the writing prompt, I'm going to put a check there. So that is the end of today's video for ELA. It's a nice short ELA video. You may now move on to the math and science video. If you have already seen the math and science video, then you are done for the day. Bye. I'll see you for day 11.